Hey guys, Thatnub here, and today we are sitting down with Paul Gautschi and David Devine. David is the one who wrote the book about Paul called Growing Food God's Way, and I just wanted to let them talk about the book, I guess.
Well, thank you, Thatnub. This is one of the last copies I have left of the original first printing, and it's a working copy with notes and things in it. The only other one I have left, Paul had signed for me sometime before, and that's precious. The second printing is about on its way. The final payment has been all done, and so it's a matter for them to do that. It'll be printed in Chicago, evidently, and some good company in Pennsylvania is overseeing all that. So I'll be in touch with them very shortly. When we're at Paul's and just got finished the tour, and when we share, when I'm at a tour with Paul's, this is twice in a row now, I'll bring my working copy with me because it can get rained on like it was today and things like that. But it is 255 pages. But when people come here, they don't want to be sold on anything. So when I come here, I don't try to sell this because I don't have one to sell anyway. The other thing, but when I do come here, I always kind of commemorate coming to the Sunday tour with having a free day on the Amazon, the ebook version. And so the folks that were here today and what we want to share with you, because it's just a few days away, is on the 23rd of September will be the free day. You just Amazon.com, Growing Food God's Way, or type in Paul Gautschi, and it'll get you to that page. And so we'd love to have you just go to the thing to say buy, and when you go to that shopping cart thing, there just will be zeros under the price that they want you to pay. And so we encourage that because it's fun to put it out that way and just make sure it gets out that way. If you don't have a Kindle, that's okay, because there's a free app also somewhere on that page that says, click on this, and your tablet or your laptop can be used as well. So I don't have a Kindle, so believe me, it works out that way. And the things that were footnoted and the links and things, because there's a lot of annotation, a lot of footnotes, you can just click right on those and that ebook version, and get linked right to it. So as opposed to typing it, from the book. So
That's cool.
It's a handy way to go. So I would encourage you and your friends to get the free ebook on the 23rd. Amazon lets authors have only so many free days, and this is my last one. So I wanted to encourage you guys to do it. And then also, would you be so kind to please read the book and enjoy it, and then also just sometime afterwards get back onto the Amazon web page, the book page, and review it. We would really appreciate some more reviews. I have 10 great reviews, including Thatnub, who did one great review, and this has been very encouraging. Oddly enough, some people have actually, this book somehow actually ended up being their first introduction to Paul. It wasn't some of these other major things that has put Paul out there, and so it's been a blessing to have them read this and then go to L2Survive videos, and also you'll have a link to the backtoedenfilm.com, so you can see the documentary that we've all seen. So it's exciting. It's been a blessing to do that, and it's just been such a thrill. We came to see, my wife and I and daughter came to see Paul 3 years ago last month, in August of 2012. So it's been 2.5 years in the making, and it's been out, just came out very end of last year. People have got acquiring it from all sorts of countries around the world. It's been very exciting to see that, and I got blessed by one Facebook thing. You can keep track of this on growingfoodway.com, but on a Facebook page, somebody said, made a comment that yeah, all these things I learned about gardening was from this book. I'm thinking, that's got to be amazing. That's not what it was intended for. But the main thing is to, it's a biography about Paul, but you're going to learn about gardening in it because that's what Paul's about. And a lot of what he does, of course, and just a mentor to you and to my family. And to all the people that were out there today. It's just so exciting to see that, young and old. It's very cool.
A lot of people ask me, when did Paul move here, and why does he do certain things, and a lot of that doesn't get covered in my videos because we're already in the present. We're in the garden today, and this book covers a lot of the history of you and talks about, your life. So I always tell them to go to the book or, get it. And the other part of that is that people say they can't buy the book. Well, now we have the second copy out, or the second run, and it's 500 books?
Second printing will be 500. There's some of you watching this are part of the people that have already paid for one of the 100 books that are already been paid for.
So there's only 400 left.
There'll be 400 left to go, and really not even that many because I'm going to try to bring a chunk of them up here for Paul, and because he's people probably come here and ask him too. I think where's the bookstore or whatever, but he doesn't sell anything. So don't expect it, but we hope to do that, and if all the things work out, maybe sometime in October, if schedules and everything happen, okay, we'd love to do a kind of a book premiere here in Sequim, because there's a number of people that are featured in the book that want to come to that. You get to meet them in person, and love to be able to do it. Well, the main one you want to meet in person is Paul. But how book's there at the book premiere, and he could sign them if he wants to, or if you ask him to nicely, I'm pretty sure he'd do that. And so it'd be a great time to come. But I would also say, a lot of people don't know, but they had a full-page article in the January 1990 Sunset magazine, and it's one of the few articles in Sunset that didn't have, there wasn't a byline. You really couldn't say who wrote this. You couldn't tell if it was a woman or a man who wrote it, but it was a fellow, and he wants to be invited. He expressed an intention to come to that book premiere. He lives in the general, within probably 50 miles of here or so, and so it'd be neat to meet him.
Yeah.
Because he did the original article, and that was when Paul you just had the orchard back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah, it was 1990.
Yeah.
Now, if some of my subscribers here want to get their hands on one of these copies before they get sold out, they would go to your website?
Just at growingfoodgodsway.com, and
you can pre-order it there?
Oh, yes, you can. And we're working it out. While we're on back order, we've been offering free shipping to people, but when the books come in, that's probably going to have to come off because everything that's gone out to get them in. But stay tuned somehow. I want to make a way so that when you go to the checkout thing, there's a promotion code, and we will. Haven't inputted it yet, but what was it going to be? Baby something?
Probably baby girl.
Baby girl. Okay.
To get free shipping?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, it's going to have to probably be on the 3rd edition because I think that these are going to be sold out before they're really available yet. I mean, I know a lot of people have been waiting for them and just asking me where they can buy it. So,
okay.
I know a few people that have bought 2 copies. So they can have one for themselves, and as you suggested, take another one to their local library and have them put it out for people to check out. So that's cool.
What few that we did have going on, I am thankful that some of them did go to libraries because it's been frustrating to say no, you can't. I don't have any, but if you live in this city or that city, you can just go and read it and get the information. So yeah, that's been good.
I think I'm going to try to get one in the one of the libraries in West Richland, Washington. I've tried to have contests to give away these books, and people on my YouTube don't like contests, I guess, because nobody's ever gotten one. Last time I was here, I told everybody I was coming, and I was going to have a scavenger hunt to, and I was going to give away 2 books. And not one person asked me for the flyers, which I spent a very long time making. And so at the end, I gave a book to somebody that was just asking a lot of questions. And then there was a kid that was at that tour. And I just remember like a red shirt or red hat or something like that. And I was like, hey, if anybody knows this kid, have him get a hold of me so I can get him one of these books, because he was on point. Every time Paul asked a question, I don't think he ever really answered Paul, but he was standing next to me, and I'd hear him just kind of mumble the answer, and I was like, this kid needs one of the books. So it's available on your website for pre-order right now, and there's going to be probably 350 copies that are going to be available.
Right.
And right now, if you order during the pre-order, then you'll still get free shipping on it.
Right.
The book comes out at how much?
It's $17.99. Well, I got to double check on the barcode. And then free shipping is continental U.S. and it'll be book rate, medium mail kind of thing. And that's the best way to go. But yeah, there are copies of some letters, many letters that were sent to Paul.
A lot of them from you guys.
Yeah, like I had to kind of take the full names away and just have maybe initials and what city and state you're from, but just because they're private things, and I couldn't get everybody's permission, but Paul gave me permission for his end of things because he owned the letters now. So it's one of my favorite chapters, and a lot to be learned from that, but background information and some really good, deep things again that maybe the videos don't have enough time to go into, and so it should be a blessing to you. And again, I want to try to be a blessing to the people that are your subscribers. That's why I wanted to offer a free shipping for them even after it's done, because you guys have been
awesome.
a blessing to us.
Can I see on the back here? See if I can get it in frame there. See that picture? I took it. That's me. That's my photo. I'm even in the book somewhere where it says that I took it. So, yay me. Okay, so pre-order is available now. The 23rd of September is the free day on Amazon.com for the pre-order. I'm going to put a link right down there in the description, and you guys can get that. Please do the reviews. There's so many of the books out there. Even if you didn't order it off of Amazon for the ebook, a lot of these books are out there in the world. So if you can, get on and put a review on there, and that adds more activity to the book, raises it higher in the profile for Amazon so everybody else can see it. With that, saying goodbye to Paul Gautschi and David Devine and me, Thatnub, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
When you go to the site, you can scroll down. It tells you more information about the book and the rankings and all that stuff. And I looked, and it said it was. I don't know why, because it's just been the longer something's there, it just kind of goes further down.
Right.
Obviously, well, it said it was ranked number 1 in hobbies, gardening, organic. And I thought, what are you talking about? So I kind of clicked on it, and just the time between whenever they posted that and the time I got to it, and it links you to that section, and by then it was number 2. Now, last I looked, it was 48, by the way. But so at number 2, and guess what number 3 was? Animal Vegetable Miracle.
Wow, it's a good book.
I'm thinking.
And what is that one again?
Animal Vegetable Miracle.
Barbara Kingsolver.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
She really goes out of her way to bring out all this information that's, you know, because she writes stuff and she has all the little footnotes that's in the news that's just so validating, but it's really well done. It's powerful.
Yeah.
We'll have to put a link for that in the comments
Great
too.
book. Kingsolver.
Yeah, people love to hear what your favorite book lists are, and so every time you mention one, they ask me, and I find it, and I put it up on the website for...
We were going to have a bibliography of his books that he'd recommend and some books that I would recommend, but there just kind of wasn't space anymore. Yeah, the index came out, and, you know, my goodness, so... But that's one of them.
Is there any differences between this printing and the other one? Because I have a bunch in the first one that now I'm a collector.
There's no material differences.
Oh.
No.
But you see all these pages I wrote down. These are all pages that, you know, where like we're changing like semicolons to commas or
Right.
a lot of. So I'd like to say it's the next one would be better grammar. Well, not so much grammar quality, but just better.
It actually had
Sentence structure.
Yeah, I actually had a
Better
couple.
communication.
Yeah, yeah. Less frustration for people that are frustrated when they see stuff like that.
Punctuation.
Now, one of the other things that you're mentioning is maybe the possibility of doing an audiobook.
Yeah.
Okay, good talk. I mean, you were mentioning that maybe having different voices for like the letters or who was going to read it.
Count exactly how many letters there are to kind of figure out how many people, you know, we need. But in audiobook, it just makes so much sense. People are so busy.
Yeah.
They don't have time to
Sit down.
sit down and curl up to a book and stuff like that. You know, this is crazy. I forget the name of the program, but there's a program that it's for the eBooks anyway, that you can it links between the audiobook and the ebook, and so let's say you get up before work and or no, the night before you read a couple chapters, and then you go to bed, and the next morning you get up and you early and you go to like at 6 in the morning, you go to work at 8, and you're going to put an hour in the gym or something like that on a treadmill or whatever. You can listen to the audiobook, and it starts where you ended
Where you
last
left off.
night.
Wow, really?
Can you believe that?
From the PDF?
It tracks it.
That's
and
cool.
then when you go to do the ebook again, it'll take it from where the last audiobook chapter that you were in. It's just,
That's pretty cool.
That's amazing. But anyway, I think an audiobook is good, and for people that have vision impaired and stuff like that, you know, the ebook doesn't help them a lot, other than they can make it huge, much bigger than the print in here. But yeah,